Mazda MX-5 is one of the cars that are really hard to review. Probably few million people on this planet are able to tell you more about this cult car than me. I heard a lot about this car and never had an opportunity to drive it. So this will be no review, just a bunch of first impressions. Can Mazda steal your heart from the moment when you leave the first kilometers behind you? Let's find out.
So I heard legends about how small this car is inside, and if it has confirmed, if I can confirm that, I'm 1 meter 85 centimeters high, and it's true that it's still possible to sit inside, but it's not comfortable. So my left leg is trapped here between the steering wheel and the door, so I would have to operate the pedal with only moving my leg like this, so it's not very comfy. My right leg has enough space, so here no issues. If I'm not too high for the car, so you can see the camera is exactly on my eye level, so it's I'm a little bit too high for this car, I would say, like 5 centimeters, I would say. But it's still possible to drive. Maybe not very long distances, but I wouldn't complain. The quality of the materials, the interior, I would say a Japanese standard. Yes, so it's something that you would expect. On the center console we have a radio, ventilation controls, very tiny little switches. That's really neat, and I really like that. Something here that is not there, as a small piece of plastic, and a gear leveler, the gear leveler. You can I heard legends about how this car is changing gears, about the gearbox, and I have to try it out immediately, so let's try it. So by switching the gears, oh yeah, it's a really nice thing to do. So you have to pull it a little bit harder, but when it jumps into the to the correct place, it makes this small click. If you heard it, maybe. Very nice. It must be a pleasure to drive. Interior, standard materials. I would maybe expect some silver here, like here on the floor. I would expect it somewhere here, but overall it's very clean, tidy setup. If we look at the dials, we have standard dials except of one. So we have a fuel level, we have revolutions per minute, speedometer, coolant temperature control, and something that is not in every car, oil temperature level. So a very nice, tidy setup here, I would say.
The engine was designed in the 1980s for the first MX-5 Miata and remained a basic engine option for this model till 2005. It's 1.6 liter 16 valves that allow you to speed up to 100 km an hour in less than 10 seconds. But here is not about the top speed at all.
So let's see the trunk. It's a really tiny one. One interesting thing is that we have a battery here in the back. Why is it here in the back? The reason is that just there was not enough space under the bonnet, so the design team decided to move it over here, and they had to sacrifice something. And one of the challenges at the beginning of the project was that the trunk should accommodate a full golf set in the trunk, but by moving the battery in here, they had to resign from that advantage. There was no other way to go, otherwise they would have to extend the wheelbase, and they didn't want to do that.
After a short research on the internet, you will know that the main problem in case of MX-5 is rust. If you look for one of these, be careful. This particular 21 years old car has its factory paint job and no rust. For this model, incredible. And what about driving experience? It's great. It's something addicting that you would like to experience again and again and again.